Hi guys. This video is all about when will the coronavirus pandemic be over? Okay, it's the big $1 million question, isn't it, at the moment? Everybody would love to have a crystal ball and actually be able to work that out. But I'm going to give you a fair bit of insight into exactly how that's going to happen, exactly when that would happen. Every single thing that you're experiencing in your reality right now is there because it's serving a purpose. Okay, you might have stubbed your toe and have a bruise on your toe or have a cut on your toe. It's going to stay there until you actually process whatever it is that caused you to stub your toe. Okay, and every toe has a different energy. Every toe has a different emotion attached to it, and whether it's a cut, whether it's a blister, whether it's a bruise, it's actually going to would tell me exactly what the emotion was that you're experiencing. So it's amazing how detailed you can go into. Even just from stubbing your toes. So any physical ailment that you're experiencing right now, any relationship issues that you might be experiencing right now, or just any relationship that you're experiencing right now, they all have a purpose, okay? And a lot of people say, oh, some friends stay with you a little while, some stay for a long time, and people sort of get a little bit upset about that. But it's actually true. There's every relationship that you have serves a purpose for you and for the other person. And when that purpose has been served, often those relationships move away. Okay, or they grow into something else. Okay, something different that will allow those two individuals to grow and move forward. So it's really a matter of what that is there, and it's no different. A work situation, a financial situation, any kind of challenge that you might find yourself up against at any point in your life, it is there to serve a purpose, and it will stay there until the purpose has been fulfilled, or until you replace it with another purpose, another thing that will actually serve the same purpose. Okay, so that's the two ways that it can go. So the coronavirus has manifested as a result of our collective consciousness of what, as a collective of human beings, have been in the mindset of. Okay, and I've mentioned this briefly in the previous video, especially the earlier ones. But we were at a certain state of our development, a certain state of emotional freedom and mental freedom and physical freedom. To be honest, we were pretty much in a bit of a rut. Okay, we were kind of stuck. Things were going along, but they weren't moving forward because we were going around in circles, very much so. And everything that's coming up for everybody right now, and you've seen a lot of it probably on the Facebook pages, people's comments, frustration, anger, feeling lonely, feeling unsafe, feeling really angry at people, as I've mentioned to you before in several videos. All that stuff is coming up to the surface because it needs to be dealt with, it needs to be healed, and this virus is serving the purpose to help us do that. So it is actually essentially up to us as a collective consciousness how long this virus pandemic will actually last. Okay, if we all actually acknowledge what it is doing to us, what we're feeling, what we're emotionally being challenged by, and we actually process it like what we're doing on this isolated connection group. We're actually acknowledging why we're having those feelings, why those people or those situations are challenging us, acknowledging that it is actually all about what's going on inside of us, what our ego is processing and what our ego believes, and then we're actually working out how to release that. And when that has been released fully, essentially the pandemic will have very little influence on you as an individual, and then as a collective it will have less influence on us, and then eventually if we heal from this stuff, it actually will disappear. Things are only present, things are only manifested in the real world because we think it is. We think it exists. Okay. The only reason why there is war and poverty, famine, and lots and lots of fraud and misconduct in the world is because we keep talking about it. Okay, we keep watching the news and complaining about it and feeling sad about it and chatting with our friends about it, bitching with people about stuff, even if it's just stuff inside of our own relationships, our own friendships. If we spend time and energy bitching about the conduct of someone or the behaviour of someone or the way someone is talking or thinking, or things they've done or things they've not done, what we're doing is we're actually making it come to life. Okay, our thoughts create our reality, which is what I've actually said a few times in previous videos, and that's exactly what's going on here. So our thoughts have created the reality of what you're dealing with right now around the coronavirus, and all of us are pretty much dealing with the same thing: feeling lack of freedom, lack of supplies, feeling trapped, feeling disconnected from people, feeling lonely, feeling really angry at people who aren't doing the right thing, feeling forced, feeling trapped, feeling disempowered. And this is all stuff that we were feeling before anyway, but we didn't realize it was there maybe to that extent. And this is just bringing it up. So when's it going to and the other thing is we do have control over when it will finish. We can actually manifest, as a collective consciousness, if we got a global thing going, maybe like that global meditation that happened the other day, a global manifestation of a a party, basically, getting back together and actually being free to have people over, to celebrate. If we all aimed for a particular date, whether it, was July or something like that, or May or June, and did that, if enough of us manifested it and enough of us thought that was going to happen and started to plan and organise for that to actually happen and believed it, and let go of their doubts and all of that they might be experiencing from watching the news, which I suggest you don't watch, it would actually happen. Okay, and also, our souls have already pre-decided three times in our life when we may die. Okay, so you have 2 times where you can choose to die or to live, and then the 3rd time, that's it. Okay, and that's really that's the only really preordained thing that you have going on in your life. So with respect to everything else, you can decide. Whether this virus is going to go on for 6 months or longer, or whether it's going to go on for just 1 or 2 months, and your life's going to get back to normal. And as a collective consciousness, we can actually make it disappear really quickly. There are definitely a lot of things going on in the planets right now that are correlating with the feelings of restriction that we're experiencing, and they're going to move along in a month or so. So it is really up to us. It is absolutely up to us, and as a collective consciousness, we can, even just as this group, we can actually manifest letting go of all the stuff that it's brought up, manifesting a time when we believe it's going to be finished, so we can start to plan get-togethers, and not talking about it like it is something that needs to exist, okay? Because the more we talk about it, the more it exists. The more we bitch about things that we don't like, the more they're there. You may have noticed this. The big $1 million question is, it is in your control. We do, as a collective consciousness, have power over how long this is going to be going on for. And you can change how it is for you by healing through what we're doing at the moment, by healing from the things that you're challenged by. If you actually do this work that I'm bringing to you through the videos, it will very much change how your life looks during this pandemic, and it will definitely move it along quicker. So I hope that makes sense, and I hope you found it interesting. And please do send back some comments about it, or some feedback about how that's making you feel. And please do share with anybody. Get some more people on board so we can start to really manifest stuff here. Okay, talk to you later. Bye bye.